What's a rule of thumb? You've probably heard of that expression. A rule of thumb is a general guideline or principle that's used to be able to help someone understand how things relate to them individually. But that could be the problem, especially in the financial world, because these general rules of thumb quite oftentimes are being given as blanket advice for people that need very specific solutions, very specific recommendations, because everybody's situation is different. So we need to be careful with the rules of thumb. And let's talk about what they are. Here's some general rules of thumb that you might have heard of. The rule of 72 is a rule of thumb. It's a calculation that's been used for a long time that tells you how long it will take for your money to double. There's some other examples of rules of thumb, such as how much money you should have in reserves for emergencies, or how much money do you need to have before you can comfortably retire? Well, these rules of thumb, they don't always work because every situation, again, is different. And I want to talk about how this specific situation, your specific needs are so critical for your advisors to be able to make sure you're addressing things properly. And when I say advisors, I say that because all of us have multiple advisors, and that could be a financial advisor, it could be a legal advisor, it could be an accountant, it could be an insurance advisor. But what happens quite oftentimes is general rules of thumb are being used for your circumstance in a silo that each one of these advisors are working in independently. And they may be doing a decent job and they may be working really hard, but they need to collaborate together on your behalf as a team to make sure that your specific needs are being addressed rather than a rule of thumb.